Hello everyone, MTK the tutor signing in. Today we're going to be doing screw thread. I'm going to be handling an external V right hand screw thread, and I'll also explain to you how do you see that this is an external right screw thread or a left screw thread or an external or internal. How do you see between the two? So those are the things that which I'll be focusing on, but for now let me just focus on the development, then I will explain the how do you spot them at the later stage. So now the screw thread that which I'm going to be handling, or that which I'm going to be dealing with, it is going to be an M. I'm going to be dealing with an M128 by 20 with a length of 240. That is what I'll be dealing with. So now, with this being what I'm going to be dealing with, let me just explain why I wrote what I wrote. So now, for starters, this will be representing your matrix head. This is an M. It will be representing your matrix head. Now this, the number that comes next to the matrix thread, this is for your matrix thread. Now the number that comes next to it, next to this M, it is going to be known as your nominal diameter. That is going to be your nominal diameter. So with this being your nominal diameter, you're going to be having the one that comes next to that number. Now it is going to be your pitch. That is going to be your pitch. So now this, like I said, is my length. So now what you need to do is you're going to need to make a rectangle. A rectangle that which you're going to be making, it is going to be made of the following two things. It is going to be made of the length and the nominal diameter. Those are the two that which are going to be making your rectangle. So after developing the rectangle is then that you can proceed to developing it. Now going into it, I'm going to say that fine. My nominal diameter, which is of 12. Let me just say that I'm going to be developing it going this way. Is it too low? I think I've made it too low. Let me just bring it up a bit. Let me just say from here like this, and then have what's happening now. Sorry about this. Then I will need a line going there. Fine. So I need to measure them off. I said nominal diameter this side. So since this side will be my nominal diameter, the nominal diameter is what? 128, which is going to be 12.8. So measuring 12.8 will be there, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8. 12.8 will be there. That is where it will end. So send the line going there. This is what I have. So now let me just try to make it bold. But for you, when you're developing, when you're making your rectangle, that rectangle I spoke of, you are not going to make use of permanent bold lines. You are just going to be using faint lines. So for me now, I think that you can't see properly, so I'm going to make them a bit visible. We have a line going there. Now the one that is going that side, it needs to be 240, because here I'm having centimeters on my set square. 240 will be what? Converted, because this is this 240 is in millimeters, so it needs to be converted to centimeters. So these are measured in centimeters, so I convert. So this will be 24, this will be 24 centimeters. So I need to measure off my 24 centimeters. So this will be 22. Let me just extend this line. Then I send the line up. Now this is going to be your rectangle being made out. So now this rectangle is the one that which I'm going to be developing my screw thread inside. So you could also, after doing this, you could also find the center, which the center of this, you're going to say what? Because the whole line, this is the nominal diameter. Your whole nominal diameter was 128. You divide it by 2, it will give you the center, which is going to be 64. 64 is going to be measured from here, from your set square as what? As 6.4. So I'm going to go there and then say 6 if it's here, then 0.4 will be here. Then there, that is going to be where I'm going to be having my center line, which is the center line. You still need to remember that you were taught that the center line, it is going to be made of what? Long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short lines, and then the pattern continues until the end. When you see such a pattern, just know that it represents the center line. It is made of, it is not more of like dashed lines, but it is made of a long line, then a space, then a short line, then a space, then a long one, a space, short, space, long, space, short, and it continues like this. This is going to be your center line. So now that we are done with our center line, you're going to come and then do what? You're going to say the first, since remember we are developing an external right hand V screw thread. So at the bottom, that's where you're gonna come and what? And start off with your 0.5 pitch. You're going to start off with your 0.5 pitch. So you're going to have 0.5 P. So what was your pitch? The pitch is this one. We had it. It is 20. So we're going to be saying 0.5 by 20, which will give us what? 10. So that means the 0.5 pitch that which is supposed to measure there will be what? Will be 10. So since it is going to be 10, on my centimeter line, it is going to be what? It is going to be 1. So I measure it off here, 1. Then I need to, now after making a mark of your 0.5 pitch here, you need to continue with what? Full pitch, full pitch, full pitch, full pitch until the end. So for you to save time, you can refer to you can use your your compass to measure out and then just go down marking. Let me just show you what I mean. You can just come here and do this. You're going to say on your drawing board or on your set square, you're going to measure off your what? 2. Then now that I have 2, like I said, you're going to be moving this way with full pitch, full pitch, full pitch, full pitch, full pitch. So I don't want to measure, then I say 2, then 2, then 2, then 2. If I find it wasting time, I can just say insert the 2 in my compass. Once it is installed in my compass, I just go to my diagram and then I just do what? I put it in 2, 2, 2, 2, just like that. You continue until you reach the last end of your diagram. Now the same thing should be done this side. You're going to come here and then you make markings. You mark there, you mark, and then until the last end. So now that we are done until the last end on one side, which is also done on the other side, the same thing. So now that we are done with that, what you're going to do is you're going to come to your lines, the ones that which you've just made. You are going to say, you see this one of 0.5 pitch, you're going to send it to the edge of the other side. Then once you are done with that, the other lines you just go and then join them in this form. I'm taking this one to this one of 0.5 pitch. There it is lying on top of the one of 0.5 pitch. Then I'm going to take this line here to this point. Now you are just joining the points. Then again this one with this one that side. I'm ending up with this. So then the pattern continues until the end. So this line with this mark with this one with this one here. You continue like that, a point with a point, a point with a point, and then until the last end. Now that you are done with that, like that, you're going to be having lines like these ones. Now that you have your lines like that, you're going to come now with using your 60-degree set square. Now what we've been doing, we have been trying to find the pattern of our screw thread. Now we are done yet quite have it yet. So now what you're going to do is you're going to come, remember that on your set square, this is going to be the angle 60, this will be the angle 30. So now that you still remember those, this will be a 90. You need to hold your set square in the 60 degrees. So meaning that the 60 degrees from the point that which you have, you hold it like this. From the point that which you had, you send it down. But now the pattern will make sense when you go proceed with it. Look, since I've sent it down to this one, I'm going to go to the other side there at the top to do the same thing I want to show you. You take this corner, you slide your set square until it touches it like that. You see, it touches, it should balance your set square. You should bring your T-square, then your set square like this. So which means the angle that which I'm having right now is the 60-degree angle. So with the 60-degree angle, you send your 60-degree angle down. Now what that you send it down, you need the intersection. You're going to, from this, you 60 degrees down. You need to also send this one this side, 60 degrees. So for you to do that, you need to slide your set square like this. And then once you have it like this, it still measures a 60 degree there. Then from that point here, you send it down. You send it from that point here, that which you have, you send it down, and then you're going to have this point. That's the point you were looking for. So the thing that which you did, you go on to do it until you reach the other side. You do it both at the top and at the bottom. The same thing I did. Look, I'm going to come here. First thing, I'm going to say, okay, fine. I can just, this point, I want to send it in. I don't know how long it will go, but I'm looking for the point. So I'm going to send it from the top. You see, from that, from the tip, this is the tip. I have my 60 degrees. The tip, 60 degrees, come, and then your T-square. Then you bring it in like this. Then once it is at that point there, you send it up. You slide your set square again, your set square, you hold it like this. Now from this point, you send it up, it touches there. That's the point you are looking for. Then again, the same thing, this side. Now I go on this side, sorry about this. I say from that point, I send it in, and then I slide it again. And then from this point, I go in. Where the two meet, that's the point I'm looking for. So then again, I will go up like that. And then I send it again, I roll it over. That's what I have. Then again, until I'm supposed to do this until I reach this side. Then I can go back and do it again at the top until I reach the other side. So then I go this one up, then I slide it, they meet there. Then again, this one up, then I slide it, and then I put it down, then I send it in, they meet, then I slide it. Then from there up, then I rotate it again, 60. You see, you're going to be using that 60, I have my point, using that 60 time and again. You go up, then come back down, there, a point, then again. Again and again until the tip. That is what you will be doing until you reach the other side. It's quite satisfying, isn't it? Then you send it to the side, then that is what you have. Wait, let me just quickly confirm this one at the end. I think there must have been an error. Send this one up. This then it's supposed to come back down to the same. Just going to turn here. Sorry about that. Just an error that just occurred there. So, for now, since I'm going to be doing the same thing this side, since I'll be sending it with a 60, and then the same thing will be done there until I get that point I'm looking for. Then I will roll it over again until I get that point again, that which I'm looking for. So the same thing, the same technique will be used until you reach the tip, doing the same thing again, and again. But now, let me just show you basically what we have been looking for. Or let me just not rush it. Let's just complete these lines. To save time, let me just do this. Then once you're done with this, what you're gonna do is you're gonna come here. You're going to take those points you've been looking for. This point and this one, you join them. You go from there to from point to point, you go to the side. Then again, from this point to the point that side, I'm going to go to construct the line from point to point. The tips that which you just made, you're going to join those tips. Then you will end up with something like this. So now pay careful attention to those minor lines that which were exceeding. You just come here, you make your work a bit neat, you just cut them out to erase them. But now, like I said to you, the lines that which I have been having, I've been trying to make them a little bit so that you can see them. But in actual fact, here you're supposed to be using your faint lines. Then you are gonna come back again now to take out your screw thread. You are going to make it bold. So the points that which are supposed to be carrying your screw threads, they are the ones that which you are going to be making bold. You come this side, you make it bold, you send it to the side, bold. Then this one from the tip there until the point that which you had here, and then you send it to the side like that, and then like that, like that, like that. Then the same pattern will be, you go and highlight them. Or if you are using permanent lines already to develop your work, but that one you need to avoid making mistakes, because bold lines, when you erase them, they tend to make your work dirty. Then once you are done with these, if you want to, you could come and then you erase the parts that which you know they are not part of that particular screw thread of yours. Then you're gonna end up with something like this. You're gonna go and erase. Why do we say it's a right hand, this screw thread? How can I see that it's a right hand? If you look into the diagram right now, the way it is being situated, these lines now are going down in this way. But if I am to turn this way, my lines now will go to the side that which I want it to be. Let me just use this to explain to you how you see a right hand screw thread and a left hand V screw thread. You see, from what I had was my 0.5 pitch, which was here. When I roll it over like this, when I turn it over like this, now what do I end up with? Now you see that now the lines are going to the left. They are slanting to the left, but the 0.5 pitch, it is on the right. So you put your 0.5 pitch on the right. If you are doing a right hand screw thread, the lines will slant to the left. If you are doing an external left hand screw thread, the 0.5 pitch will come on the opposite side, and the lines are going to slant to the right. So let me repeat. When you're doing an external right hand screw thread, the 0.5 pitch will come at the right hand side. If you're holding it like this, if you're holding it like this, the 0.5 pitch will come at the bottom on your right hand external screw thread. Then on your left, it is going to be, when you're holding it like this, the 0.5 pitch will come on the left hand side. And when you're holding it like this, your 0.5 pitch will come at the top. So that is how you develop your V screw thread, external screw thread. And then when it is an internal, not an external one, when it is an internal, you're going to swap them. What you've been saying on the left, you're going to be saying on the right. Let me just give you guys what I mean by that. This is what you're going to be having when you are dealing with an external and internal. Now, on my external right hand V screw thread, look at my 0.5 pitch. My 0.5 pitch is on the right hand side, and the lines are slanting to the left. On my left hand external V screw thread, the 0.5 pitch is on the left and the lines are slanting to the right. But now let's look at what you have on your internal. On the internal, look at here. The 0.5 pitch was here at the beginning, at the right hand. I'm still on the right hand. This is internal. This is external. Sorry, this is internal. On the internal, the 0.5 pitch you see is on the other side. So that's what I've been saying. If you master the external views, when they reach a question and they say draw an internal right hand, you swap the information you've been having at the top, you swap it. Look, the way that which the right hand is going is slanting to the left, but when it is internal, it is slanting the opposite. So that's what I mean by swapping them. Master these ones, then know that they are opposite when they reach the internal part. I hope that makes sense. This is me, MTK the Tutor, signing out.